Hey, what's going on, friend? Thank you so much for visiting our channel. So on this channel, we like to focus on the 3 pillars to financial freedom. Personal finance, that's your credit, budgeting, money management, all that good stuff. Funding, making sure you get access to the capital, having a repeatable source of investment capital so you can buy deals on repeat at will. And third, and certainly not least, real estate investing, where we emphasize our strategy on buy and hold, multi-units, getting that multifamily money, baby, because that's what it's all about. Now, if you're curious to know who I am, I'm Juan Pablo. So, a little bit about myself, I was able to buy 31 units, about 30 years old, and say goodbye to the 9-to-5 forever. And actually help fellow 9-to-5ers to be able to do the same thing, say goodbye to 9-to-5 through real estate investing. All right, so without further ado, let's dive deep into the topic. So let me share with you a little background how this topic got inspired, right? Had a fraternity brother of mine. He sent me a text message the other day saying, hey, Juan Pablo, I'm trying to raise some capital through other members of the frat, my LBs, my line brothers, in other words, and we all want to buy a property. However, they're hearing doom and gloom, you know, that, oh, it's a seller's market and that the price point of real estate is way too expensive. You know what? Let's wait until the market calms down to buy properties. What do you think I should do? Because I still want to get started in investing. I still want to invest. What do you think is the best option? And I was like, hey man, I'm glad you sent me that text. For one, so I got content for YouTube, right? That's where I got the inspiration for this video. But for two, a lot of people need to hear this. And I'm like, you know what? I appreciate you sharing that, because I'm sharing not just with people on YouTube, but people within our community, because they need a good take on my thoughts on this subject as well. So let me share with you my thoughts. First thing is this. As an investor, you buy properties in any market. I don't care if it's an up market, a down market, or if the market is stagnant, flat, you invest, because that's who you are as an investor. That's what you do. Like basketball players play ball, dancers dance, singers sing, real estate investors invest. They just don't sit back and wait on the sidelines for the market to turn in their favor. They increase their marketing so they can get great deals in their favor. That's what you do in the sales market. So that's what my feedback was to him, the first step. Increase your marketing. Meaning, yes, you might be in the sales market. Yes, the price point of real estate might be expensive. However, that does not mean there's no sweet deals out there. And I was sharing with him, hey guy, 2 weeks ago, I just closed on a property. I found a sweet deal. And the reason being is I made sure I increased my marketing. So I asked them, how are you marketing for deals? I'm taking a look at Zillow, I'm taking a look at Trulia, and that's about it. I said, okay, what about your team of agents? Do you have a team of deal finders who are actively finding deals on your behalf? Nope. Are you using paid resources? Right? Maybe PropStream. Are you using LoopNet? Are you using CoStar? Nope, nope, nope. I said, well, that's the reason why your partners may have some hesitation, simply because you're not presenting them with any sweet deals. So they're thinking that being in the seller market, the market's bleak, there's limited inventory out there that's at a decent price point. Makes perfect sense. And I said, the other thing I want to share with you is this. You still have to buy properties nonetheless, with or without your partners. So if you're unable to convince your partners to do a deal now and they want to wait until the market turns, then great, keep them in your back pocket. But still actively invest in real estate. You should be focused on how can I get access to additional sources of investment capital. Perhaps I can talk to this other group of partners. Perhaps I can use business credit. Perhaps I can negotiate seller financing. Or perhaps I can find deals that require no money down. Sure, it might be additional work since you said increase my marketing, but I'm still going to be tenacious. I'm going to be a pit bull, just locked jaw, and I'm not going to let go until I find a sweet deal. That's the mindset you got to have. So short question, or short answer I should say, should you buy properties in the seller market? Absolutely yes. Buy properties in any market. You just have to change up your strategy. Increase your market. All right, so if you're interested in learning more about real estate investing, then what I want to do is share with you a free resource that we have, a free training. Just check the link below in the description to learn more. And I actually got a case study from one of our clients who actually took action and utilized creative finance to buy properties. So just take a look at this video below. As always, guys, it's to your success. Continue to earn passively, live passionately. Peace. How's it going, William?
Hey, what's going on, Juan? How you doing today?
Good, good. Thanks for making the time. First and foremost, congratulations on closing on the property.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. And what area did you close this property in?
Ambridge, Pennsylvania.
Ambridge. So that's Western Pennsylvania, right?
Right.
Yeah, I think it's outside of Allegheny County, outside of Pittsburgh. And how many units was the property?
3 units.
3 units. Okay, good, good. So I know you're part of the MAP program. You just closed on the property. Was it Monday officially?
Yesterday? Actually, last Friday.
Last Friday? Okay. So today's Tuesday, so last Friday. So if you don't mind sharing, what was your thoughts about enrolling in the MAP, and also your experience in the MAP, and then your afterthought being that you closed?
Well, it was much simpler than I imagined. We went in already with a battle plan. Everything was already, so I was able to prepare in advance to know what to do. So it made the process a bit more seamless. It was very transparent. Everything was open. I could go on the card and see everything that was going in or going on. I could contact the broker directly, contacted basically everyone who was involved. More importantly, I was able to get the experience of knowing how to quarterback a deal. It's kind of like, it was basically like me talking to these people, but having you on my shoulder. It's basically like, do this, say this, ask for this, do this at this time. And it made the process very easy because I was able to have a good advisor to let me know when to do stuff and the reason why we were getting it done. Excellent. You correct me if I'm wrong. I believe we actually closed on the property prior to the official closing date on the contract. Yes. Yeah. I think that was pretty good because everything was moving along pretty smoothly. Now, you mentioned about having an advisor on your shoulder. So do you, even though this is your first deal, do you feel confident, and it's okay if you say no, but do you feel confident perhaps that you could potentially be a general partner and have limited partners work with you on your next deal? Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so it's not just, we help you with finding the property, perform due diligence and all that good stuff, but you actually feel confident, hey, I know what to do step by step to the point I can actually be that general partner who's calling the shots to close on my next deal moving forward. Yeah, and to be honest, that was the most important part for me, which was, there's a lot of information, but it was learning how to thread all that information and, how to combine all that information and make the process a bit more, how to generate a system, which was, I was able to do that because of the way we went about it. So I was able to see how to get stuff done, when to get it done, and I had all the resources at my beck and call. So that was great. Okay, good. Now, what about the numbers of this deal? If you don't mind sharing some of the numbers. Yeah, sure, of course. Give me a second here. I'll pull out everything. Bear with me. So do this. Okay, cool. Now, I know you mentioned about the process being smooth, but just to be transparent, were there any hiccups, anything that didn't go quite as planned, anything of that nature? So I started with a lender who I ended up not using because his response times wasn't fast enough. But it wasn't a problem because we had other lenders in the pipeline. Actually, this lender ended up being a better lender because he could get things done and get me actually
a lower down payment, depending on if I was able to find a deal that was big enough. So it was good to have that backup and move, because, you know, I'm in New York, so pace is a big thing for me. Like, I hate when I don't get replies on time. I hate when people move slow, because all my jobs are based on efficiency. So it's a big thing for me when I collaborate with people in different states. I feel like they all live on vacation time, which,
right.
which is not okay for me. But it was able to go great. You know, I had someone who fit me much better. So.
Excellent. Yes, Jim. Jim is one of the lenders. So, and I've been working with him personally on my deal since 2012.
Oh, very nice.
So,
okay.
Yeah, so we forged a good relationship, and we pretty much have the same way of operating our business. You know, he's a lender, of course, or mortgage broker, I should say. But
right.
he's very efficient in his processes as well.
Yes.
All right, cool. So you have any of those numbers up that you feel comfortable sharing?
Let's just go. Yeah, I mean, give me 2 seconds. Sorry about this. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, the total gross rent's about $1,880 for this deal, and I think we're going to be cash flowing about $500 and something dollars. I'm not sure. I don't have the numbers right now off the top of my head, because I'm not as organized as I should be, which I know.
Which we'll work on that. Which we'll work on that. So.
Which we're going to work on.
You're right. So just one thing too, William. So it's not all about acquisition, which is important, right? But also what's more important, or equally important, I should say, is post-acquisition, right? Because we have to make sure that this asset gets managed effectively, or asset management in this case, just to make sure that you are knowledgeable about how the property management should operate, also about the numbers, things you should be looking at, so that way we can continue to increase the value to the point where you can get access to that value, whether through a cash out refinance, and use that equity to buy your next property.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. And one last thing, William.
Yeah.
So what would you say to that person? Let's say they're on the fence, right? They're unsure as to whether they should pull the trigger, take action, and enroll in the map. What would you say to that person that's on the fence?
I'd say someone who's on the fence, usually there's a reason. Most of the reason is, I'd say, generally fear, or they're afraid to suffer, that if they move forward, they might incur some loss. Which are all legitimate, but I would say that, you know, as you said, like, you already have everything systematized. And I'd say just jump in, because, you know, you do have to take action at some point. You know, I've been in YouTube University for a very, very long time, looking up stuff, you know, subscribe to the Bigger Pockets podcast, follow a lot of different real estate people online. But, you know, there's a difference into having, you know, someone who can directly, you know, give you the information, give you the gem. It's not enough to have information, right? You know, like, what you need is real knowledge, and knowledge is the ability to aggregate information. And that's what this program gave me. It was able to aggregate all that information, you know, because you might have the information, doesn't mean that it's the right fit for this deal at this time. And that took most of the guesswork out of the process. And so I was able to move forward confidently when we saw the deal, looked at the numbers and made sense. We were able to do the due diligence for a very long time. We were able to dispute stuff. We were able to get money back. We were able to do a lot of things, you know, and usually when you're looking for the information, you get it piecemeal, and it's not in one structured order. It's not a system. So I'd say there isn't really much to fear. also, especially because you guys have, interest in making sure the deal works out. Like you guys are going to be part of the deal, so it just makes sense that you're not going to let the deal falter or not close or get a bad mortgage or any other thing, get taken advantage of. You guys are there because you want to see it successful and because it benefits you as well. So I'd say if you're sitting on the fence, there's really no point. Just jump in and take some action.
Hey, when you say get money back, you're referring to cash back at closing as well?
Correct.
And I think with your deal, you were able to get $7,000 cash back at closing.
That is correct.
Just off negotiations, right?
Yes.
Cool. So appreciate your time, William. I'm happy the deal closed sooner than expected. That was a smooth process for you. And thanks for sharing your feedback, especially that personal defense. Because as William alluded to, the guesswork's taken out, meaning we've already kissed the frogs to find the right prince. So for instance, when you said, William, one lender just wasn't as responsive to my liking because I'm from New York, I'm fast paced, I need immediate answers. Okay, great, let's work with this lender here, Jim. And then bam, things click fast. You didn't have to do a lot of research to find the best agent, you were paired with someone, bam, she was responsive, give me everything you need as quickly as possible. The right broker, the right settlement company, I meant to say, you had to look for them. They're on top of it with the title work, fast. That's the reason why, being that we have a great team together in the market that we invest in, which has a huge amount of multi-units, we were able to knock this deal down before the date that we had on the contract as a result. Yeah, and to you too, shout out to you too, because you were responsive as well. So you were very communicative, which helps the process move very quickly, because anytime we needed, let's say, your signature on an addendum, or we needed a document, you were quick and responsive as well. So we do appreciate that. All right, cool, man. So I look forward to it. Hopefully the next deal. So let me know if you're ready for a new one, because I think you still have time on your contract as well. So our goal is, based upon the proposal when you're in the program, we can find you as many deals as you want. So you just let us know.
Got you. Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, cool. All right, well, thanks, William. I appreciate your time, and we'll talk soon.
All right.